Hello, everybody, and welcome back for episode 35 of the Doll Symposium. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my beautiful assistant today is the very lovely Moment in Tea, who is the newest addition and fairly oldest addition to my doll family, actually. If you haven't seen my last unboxing video that came out a couple days ago, this is the doll that took 3 years to unbox, roughly. So I'm so happy that Moment is here, and she is here today on episode 35 to help me with today's show. So, a couple announcements that I want to make before we actually start. So, one, today's episode is going to be fairly short, at least news-wise. There really hasn't been much since episode 34 that came out. Now, that doesn't mean it's like not big news. We've had a couple big announcements since then. It's just there's not a lot of announcements. So we're going to get to that shortly. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is that next week on November, I think it's like 18 through 20, I believe, is going to be Anime NYC. And I will be attending Anime NYC only on Saturday this year. I'm going to be going and taking my daughter around to her first big convention, I guess, so to speak. So I will be there. I'm hoping to meet other doll owners while I'm there. If you are attending Anime NYC this year and you will be there on Saturday, I would like to meet up, maybe do a couple doll photo shoots and just talk around, just talking dolls, just hanging around. So there is a food court area in Anime NYC, and I'm hoping to meet somewhere around 2 to 3 p.m. for anybody that wants to meet up and just talk dolls or whatever. So I will post on Instagram when I'm there, just in case I'm not there exactly at 2 or 3. So I will post exactly when I'm there on my Instagram. So make sure you keep an eye out on my Instagram so you know when I'll be there so we can all hang out. Hopefully there'll be enough space for us to hang out. Anime NYC does get really, really crowded. So hopefully we can find a spot. But we'll see. I'm really excited to meet some of you. I'm going to bring maybe 2 dolls with me just to take photos and things like that. So hopefully I'll see you there. So that's my little announcement for that. And I think, is that all the announcements that I'm making for now? Yeah, I think that's everything for now. So I will see you guys at Anime NYC if you're there. If not, I will see you guys in the next episode of the Doll Symposium and Beyond the Doll, etc., etc. But for today's episode 35, we are going to start, let's switch over, as always, with Dolphy Dream News. So Moment is going to hang out in her little corner over here for now while we talk news. Okay, so Dolphy Dream News, really not much this week at all, but it's big news, right? And unfortunately, not a lot of information at the same time. So let's just rip off that Band-Aid, right? Boom. New anime collaboration from Dolphy Dream, Your Forger from Spy Family. I don't know what to say. I'm ecstatic. Like, if you are familiar with my channel, especially if you watch Beyond the Doll, I usually do a segment on Beyond the Doll about dream dolls. What I'd like to see is a dream doll, etc., etc. And I did mention I wanted to see a Your Forger. And I'm pretty sure that Volks did not listen to me. It's not like they watched my episode and said, hey, that's a good idea, because things like this takes months of planning, between the Volks and the intellectual property owners. So obviously this has been in the workings for quite some time. But I am very excited that she is coming as a Dolphy Dream, because she looks absolutely gorgeous. Which one is going to be her main outfit, I do not know, because most of the time with these dolls, they're only released with one outfit, and then the secondary outfit is released the same time, but obviously you have to pay a separate cost. So I would assume that her normal assassin outfit, oops, I'm sorry, I skipped too far ahead. Don't get ahead of me, people. So I'm going to assume that her assassin outfit is going to be the outfit that she comes in normally, and that her family style outfit, her mom outfit, is going to be the secondary outfit that you have to pay for. That's my assumption, but again, I don't know, because if you go onto the Volks website and you click on the, hold on, my chair keeps dipping. If you go to the Volks website and you click on the special site for Your Forger, the Spy Family collaboration, it doesn't have anything. It literally has these two pictures and like a little saying at the bottom in Japanese that's not translated, that I had to Google Translate. And it basically says, stay on the lookout for more information mid-November. So hopefully the special site will update mid-November, because as of right now, we have no information. Nothing about how much she costs, which one of her is going to be the normal outfit and which is the secondary outfit. We don't know her release date. We don't know if she's a pre-order project or a click war. We also don't know that. So we're pretty much have no information except for these two pictures. So that's something really interesting. And I'm really excited for her. But at the same time, even though I'm excited for her, I don't know if I'm going to purchase her. If it was any other time, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to get her. No problem. I'm definitely going to try and get her. But I'm really, really trying my hardest not to buy anything, because I do want to go back to Japan. Now that the borders are open, I want to go back to Japan and visit there. And I want to go and take my daughter with me this time. So it's going to cost me double as much to go. But yeah, I have to try my best to stay away from dolls. Like Your Forger's not in my budget, because I'm budgeting for CC, and I just don't know if I have any money for her right now. I might buy her anyways. Maybe I'll do her on a 0% credit card or something. I don't know. But that just is a bad idea. Opening a credit card just to buy a doll is a bad idea. So most likely, as much as I really want her, I probably won't end up getting her. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm so mad that she had to be released now. Like, why now when I'm trying to save money is she being released? So I don't know. We'll see. I'm saving up for Japan, so maybe by the time she's released, she's already out there, and then I go to Japan, maybe I'll find her in one of those secondhand shops and I can purchase her then. But I'm really excited that she's out and being released, and also disappointed that I just don't think I'll be able to get her. But you never know. You never know. Never say never, right? That's coming up later in the episode. But we'll see. We'll see. But I am excited that she's being released, because, another thing that's really interesting about this announcement is that the majority of Volks anime collaboration dolls, they don't normally release while the show is still super popular. If that makes any sense. Like, if you look at some of the releases from Volks, most of the dolls that they come out with are popular, very, very popular characters, but they're not currently airing. Like, even when Amelia and Ram and Rem were released, at least the initial release, ReZero has been out for some time, and you could watch the whole series. Spy Family is still ongoing. Season 2 just came out, and it's still airing. Most of the other dolls that have been released are dolls from shows that have already been completed. So this is very interesting news that Volks is actually releasing a doll while the content is still live and ongoing. They really jumped on this character, so to speak, really fast. So, and I'm happy they did. I'm happy they did, because strike while the iron's hot, right? Like, the show's super popular. You're going to release the doll while the show is still going on. So, I mean, I think it's a good call all around. So I'm really excited for Your Forger. And hopefully I'll get to own her one day. But we have no information. Like I said, the special site said nothing. Hopefully by the end of November, we'll have more information. My estimation, though, my guess is that she's going to be a limited doll. I mean, her announcement was super fast. Like I said, the show is still airing live. And Doll Party is coming up in December, which we're going to talk about in a bit. But I really am thinking she's going to be a limited doll, click war only kind of thing. But we'll see. Next announcement. Another Dolphy Dream announcement. This is so wild because they announced two dolls. Two dolls got announced within the same month. We had Your Forger, and now we have Arcade Brunstad from Tsukihime. Now, I watched Tsukihime a long time ago. I don't even really remember what the story is about anymore. But I watched it a really long time ago. And now that we're going to get a Dolphy Dream, like I just said, like most of Vogue's anime collaboration dolls are from shows that have already been established and completed. So it's really interesting that Your Forger was picked. But Arcoid from Tsukihime, I'm really excited for her too, because even though I don't remember the show, I do remember her character design, and she's a very, very cute, looking girl. I like the character design on her. And there's two outfits here. So you have her in her, I guess you could say her regular outfit. This is the outfit from the cover that I remember. This is what she's usually in, the white turtleneck with the short skirt. And then there's this other outfit, the princess outfit, which I'm assuming is the secondary outfit for her, which is going to come with a secondary wig, I guess, because her wig is short and then this one is long. So you have the dress with another wig. So possibly if you get her and buy the secondary outfit, you have two wigs for her. Whether or not this is going to be a click war or pre-order project, I also don't know. Last year's pre-order project was Ishtola from Final Fantasy XIV, and she's going to be released somewhat soon. So her release date, for those of you that pre-order her, is supposed to be December 2022. I haven't heard of it being delayed as of yet, so it should be soon. And we haven't heard of our new pre-order project. So when Ishtola came out for pre-order, it was September. We are now in November, and we haven't heard of a pre-order project yet. So which one will it be? Will it be Arcoid from Tsukihime, or will it be Your Forger from Spy Family? My assumption is that it's hard to tell. That's my assumption. Because okay, let's be honest. Oh no, we do have our pre-order project. I am so sorry. We do have our pre-order project. I like most of you that were listening to this and watching this, you're like, wait, you forgot Shizusan. There is a pre-order project already. Yeah, I know. You guys are right. I messed up again. See, I'm not infallible. I'm not all-knowing. Kaito, the Dolphy Dream Kaito is our pre-order project for this year. So that means Your Forger 100% is going to be a click war. Arcoid from Tsukihime, I'm pretty sure she's going to be, a click war as well, because we have Kaito. Have we had two pre-order projects in the same time frame before? I want to say maybe. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like I want to say either Skahath Skadi or no, Skahath Skadi wasn't a pre-order project, was she? No, she wasn't. Pre-order projects, did they overlap with other pre-order projects? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so I'm trying to remember if there was an instance where two pre-order projects came out in the same year. And I don't think they have. No, so it looks like Arcoid and Your Forger are going to be click wars. Yeah. Now, when they're going to be released, we don't know. Majority of the time when these click wars happens, it's always during a doll party. So who's going to be first, Arcoid or Your Forger? We don't know. But that brings me to my next point. Volks has announced Doll Party 48 is going to be December 18. We don't have any information other than the fact that this is the date, December 18th. The special site for Doll Party 48 hasn't gone up yet, but you can get your special tickets for those of you that are attending the actual event. You can get your tickets. All the information's on the Volks International website. I didn't even bother, to be honest, looking it up because I don't live in Japan. I can't go. But we are waiting for information. I'm pretty sure one of the girls, at the very least, is going to be released during Doll Party 48. Whether it's Your Forger or Arcoid, we don't know. We just don't know. Hopefully we'll know soon, at least for Your Forger, because she's supposed to have her special site updated by the end of November. Maybe even after this video airs. Who knows? But we are waiting for more information on that. So get hyped, Doll Party 48. 12/18. If it is going to be a click war, you better contact your proxies right now and let them know that you're interested, because Your Forger might be really hard to get because if she's definitely going to be a limited click war, a lot of people are going to go for her, and it's going to be difficult to get her. So let's move on. Azone International, because like I said, there's not much news this week. Azone International, nothing new to report. They have some new dolls being released, but they're more on the miniature side. I really don't cover the miniatures too much. But yeah, if you are interested, the dolls are up for pre-order. The little miniature ones, I think they're called Riley and Neely. You can check them out on AmiAmi. They're up there on pre-order. Speaking of, though, the only thing I do want to talk about is Kaguya-sama. Last episode, on episode 34 of the Doll Symposium, I did mention that Kaguya-sama is the new 1/3 scale doll, as well as 2 other 1/3 scale dolls. And it turns out they were both up for pre-order on AmiAmi. The new girls, the twins, I forgot their names, they are already closed on pre-orders because they're supposed to be released later on in November. But Kaguya-sama herself is not till next year. So if you want Kaguya-sama from Azone International, her pre-order is still available up on AmiAmi, as well as all the other places, Hobby Link Japan and 1999. So if you are interested in Kaguya-sama, definitely check those out. But that's really it for Azone news. Like I said, we're going by quickly this week because there's not much news going on. So, Smart Doll news. Smart Doll news is also very slim. There's not much going on, I guess because Danny Chu's like really busy ramping up on other things. But for right now, what we have announced is a new girl, Never Say Never. Now, I'm a little confused because he did say her name is a little complicated. So, her name is Never Say Never, because in his tweet, he actually says, on the picture it says Never Say Never, but in the tweet, he just kept referring to her as Never. So I'm a little, I don't know if she's Never Say Never or just Never, but either way, depending, it doesn't matter which way she's called. We can call her NSN, we can just call her Never, or just call her Never Say Never. Either way, she's absolutely gorgeous. And there is no ETA on her at all. I'm assuming 2023. That's my assumption because we're already towards the end of 2022. I don't think that as a prototype she'll be released any sooner. So 2023 is my guess. But you never know. You never know. She might be a Christmas surprise. So we'll just have to wait and see. But she's very gorgeous. I love her gray eyes. I think I have a newly found appreciation for gray eyes on dolls. I'm like really starting to like dolls with gray eyes for some reason. So yeah, it's very, very cool. I think she's totally awesome. And we'll have to wait when her ETA date is going to be. I do like her little beauty mark on her face. I don't know if you guys can see it on this video, but if you go to Danny Chu's Instagram, you can definitely see it. She's got a little beauty mark under her eye. Very Jessica Rabbit-ish that I talked about in one of my episodes of Beyond the Doll with Magical Kit Kat Girl. The little beauty mark thing is definitely really cool to me. I'm into that. It's just really cool. Next up, Danny Chu has posted a new picture of his brand new project, which is the mastectomy bust. So he is working on it. This is a prototype of the mastectomy bust. We have no ETA as of when that's going to be released. Hopefully we'll find out sometime soon. But he did mention, just like all his other stuff, that if you are an individual that has undergone the procedure, let him know and you can get one of the mastectomy busts for free. So definitely contact and reach out to Danny Chu when the release comes out for this new product. Now, next up, this is a picture that Danny Chu posted, and I'm really liking it. It's a new Solar Marines jacket. and it's in the brand new camo, the digital camo style that most military uniforms are using nowadays. I think it looks really awesome. It's not the desert camo. It's more, well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. The one on the left is like the forest camo. The one on the right is more of a desert camo. I was kind of hoping for urban camo. I just like the look of urban camo. But this is fine as well. They look really awesome. I might be picking up one of these because this is really cool. I'm a big fan of this. But no ETA as of when this is going to be released. Next up, Danny Chu has posted that a post talking about how his company has evolved from the day that it started till now and made subtle changes on how things are going, and some individuals are not happy about that. I don't know why, to be honest. I mean, he has mentioned in his post his thoughts or his ideas of why or whatever, and he's posted some examples of individuals that have messaged him as of why they're getting mad that he's changing things. But to be honest, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Like, I just don't get why people are getting angry or upset or just disappointed. I guess maybe not to the level of angry, but I don't know why they're getting upset about things changing. I mean, things change all the time. It's not just Smart Doll. I mean, Dolphy Dream changed their frame. Dolphy Dream has the new DDF3 frame. I mean, they've changed it all their years. They've had the DD frame, DD2, DD3, and DDF3. And at some point in the future, there's probably going to be a new DD frame. So for Danny Chu to be changing things up from the older frame to the newer frame with the orange spine to this new Evolve frame, I'm not really sure why people are getting mad about it. I'm actually quite excited to see what this new frame is going to be about. The original Smart Dolls, like my Chitose, my Kizuna, and my Mirai, those were the originals, and they had they still work really well. I have no issues with them whatsoever. But the joints were a little bit looser back then. They were a little bit movable. The newer dolls, the joints were more stiff. Like, there was this whole thing where he was talking about, doing the right amount of torque, and you see the dolls holding out their arms, holding little weights on their arms to make sure the stiffness was there. I didn't mind that either. That actually made it better for me for easier posing for the dolls and things like that. But Danny Chu has now decided to make the joints a little less stiff for children to use, because apparently it was a little bit tighter for children or a little bit tighter for those with disabilities that were trying to move around the doll's joints. So, I mean, either or, I'm not disappointed at all. It doesn't really bother me. I'm not really sure why some individuals are getting upset about it, but it is a thing, and, whatever. But it's just like anything else, and I hate to go back to the whole cars thing. Cars are not the same. Sometimes I wish they were. The Generation 2 RX-7 is my favorite RX-7. Everybody likes Generation 3. But, these things change. Things get updated. You don't sell the same product over and over and over. Things just evolve. And that's why he's naming this the new Evolve frame. And just as some other examples that he posted is, differences between 2014 and 2022. Look at those joints, man. Like, my Chitose's joints look like this. It's very hard, sharp edge, and a lot of thick, outline on the outside. That's how my original dolls all are. Even for Dolphy Dream, it's like that. And now you got to 2022, and you see it's a much more concave, smoother line covering the ball joint. I think this looks so much better. It looks so much better. Same thing with the feet. The ankle joints, the newer versions just look so much smoother, so much better. It's a more cohesive design. I'm not really sure what the disappointment is with certain individuals. I don't really know. There are some people that just don't like change in general. I mean, to a certain extent, I'm kind of like that. I am a creature of habit with certain things, but things like this, it doesn't bother me. But I guess for certain individuals it does. I mean, it is a thing that there are some individuals that just straight out don't like change in all facets of things, and maybe those are the individuals that are a little upset about this. But to me, I think it's improvements for the better. I think And I'll just leave it like that. I'm just really excited that, Smart Doll is evolving and, making sure that their products are getting better and learning from, older versions to newer versions on what people like, getting, insights on the community and what things they like or don't like. And I think this is a step in the right direction. I'm excited for it at the very least. Maybe it's just me. Who knows? And then, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, that's it. Like there wasn't much news. If you really want to nitpick, there was a couple other things posted on his Instagram, but I didn't really think that they were anything super crazy, like newsworthy. And some of them are just things that is just 100% pure speculation. Like there's no rhyme or reason behind it where that we can discern of. Obviously Danny Chu has a reason for some of the things he posted, but some of them I was looking at and I'm like, not really sure what that is, and anything I say about it would be 100% speculation, so I wasn't even going to touch it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just all these new things, Never Say Never, the mastectomy bust, these new jackets I thought that were really cool. Oh, and also this Evolve frame, Danny Chu did mention that it has a new haptic system where it has little clicks inside. So I guess when you move the joints around, they might start clicking, so this way they hold their pose better, but not necessarily have high torque where it's harder to move them. So I am very curious how that's going to work out, because it does sound pretty cool. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, there's that, and then, just the improvements to the hands, and that's pretty much it. That's everything for Smart Doll news, and that's really everything for the news this week. So before I let you guys go, we do have a participant in today's community shout out. So I'm very excited. We have a new participant, and they have posted a lot of photos for us to share today. So let's move on to the very first photo. So this is the first photo that they're sharing with us. I'm going to read out the message that they left for us before going on and commenting on all the different photos that they had. So let me read the message first. So message starts as, "Hi Shizusan. Hello. I'll start by saying that you are welcome to share all in this message." So I'm going to read the whole thing and I should be okay, right? So I've been subscribing to your YouTube channel for a while now and thoroughly enjoy to hear your viewpoints on the doll world. I'm a Danish newbie doll collector, and it's been a great help to follow you and other fellow collectors on YouTube. Thank you for following me, and thank you for following all the other YouTubers talking about dolls, because all of us work really hard to provide good content for doll stuff, and I'm just really happy that this community has grown and that I can actually say there are many doll YouTubers out there. So I'm super excited about that. So thank you for, following all of us. It has been an inspiration, and I felt prepared and ready when I ordered my first Smart Doll. I'm a hobby photographer, and it was on Instagram that I first saw the dolls. You probably know how it goes. I'm only going to buy one. Within the first month, I had 3. I know exactly how that goes. I said the same thing. I said, these dolls are so expensive. This doll that I'm going to buy is my only doll ever because I can't afford to buy more of them because they're so expensive. And now I have more than 26 dolls. So I bought a little too much. So within the first month, I had 3. I still have 3, but number 4 is on the way. Ooh, congratulations. And I have 2 floating heads. I usually photograph horses, dogs, and wildlife, but after struggling with stress and depression for a while, I couldn't find the energy and will go out and make... I couldn't find the energy to go out and make photographs. Oh, that's unfortunate. But, everybody does hit a certain point where they kind of get burnt out and lack of inspiration. I mean, I've had my bouts with it, so, I totally understand what you mean. It was too overwhelming. I stayed on my couch and watched a lot of Netflix and videos on YouTube. I did the same thing. You are not alone. I did the same thing when I went on my break. And that's how I discovered all the other beautiful YouTubers out there that talking about this wonderful hobby of ours. I saw loads of Smart Doll unboxing videos, and it made me happy to see how excited people were. That is when I decided to get my own Smart Doll. Some people find it a bit silly when they hear that I photograph dolls, but it is actually the dolls that have given me back the energy and have sparked inspiration and creativity. That's really nice. That's beautiful. I mean, I think I've mentioned it a few times in prior episodes, is that I was never really into like photography, you know, and I didn't really have any social media accounts. It was only when I got these dolls that I actually did get into photography, and I'm not even a big photographer. I just like taking pictures of my dolls and sharing it. But yeah, I mean, I think these dolls are so beautiful, and the fact that you can be really creative with them, like changing the eye colors or the wigs or the clothing, is just really good for creativity and showing like your likes of fashion and things like that, and your inspiration for different outfits for different weathers or scenes. It just, these dolls, it's like you said, it sparks inspiration and creativity, and I totally agree with that. And then you go on to say, so I want to thank you and all of the doll community for the positive vibes and enthusiasm, and a huge thanks to Danny Chu for creating the smart doll. If people want to see more photos of my dolls, I can be found on Instagram at ph_smartdoll. And if you want to see the other type of photos that I make, you can find me on Instagram at p.hansen_photography. Best regards, Pernille Hansen. Well, thank you for participating in today's community shout out, Pernille. You did send a secondary email because you forgot to add more information, so I'm going to read the secondary one real quick. I've sent some photos of my dolls in another email, but I forgot to write which dolls. I hope this will do. My dolls are all smart dolls in cinnamon, and they are Resolute, Moment, Envisage, and Kanata. So thank you again for Pernille for participating in today's episode of the community shout out. I want to say that your letter and your message was really heartfelt, and I totally agree. You know, with things that you said about creativity and, you know, burning out, like I can 100% identify with those things, as all of that has happened to me as well. So, you know, you're not alone in the world. We all have moments in our lives where, you know, we feel a little overwhelmed or burnt out or stressed out from things. And sometimes a good break is what you need. And when I took my break, I think that was the best medicine for me, because now I'm back and doing videos at least, you know, a little bit more regularly. Admittedly, this episode was supposed to air yesterday, but I was really, really busy and tired from work, so I had to film it a little later. But yeah, I totally agree, and I'm just happy, you know, that you were able to participate and able to get back on the horse, so to speak, through the creativities of these dolls. And I do want to thank you also for, you know, giving a thank you to myself and the entire doll community for the inspiration, because that's what it is. You know, it takes a whole community really to grow, you know, a hobby, and to grow, you know, this love for these dolls, you know, and spread it around. So it is due in thanks to, you know, the creators like Danny Chu or Volks or Azone that makes these wonderful creations, and then for, you know, people like YouTubers like myself, or Instagram people, or anybody that really contributes to these hobbies, you know, people that make clothes, that make eyes, that make props, you know, every single one of us are working really hard on these dolls and on these projects for, you know, a hobby that we all love. And it takes all of us to grow this community, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it. And I'm just happy that you're a part of it as well. So let's go over your photos, because you have a lot of photos and they're all gorgeous. I love your photography. My photography is not as good at this as at all. Like, I just use my iPhone mostly to take my pictures. I do have very good cameras that can probably take way better pictures than my iPhone, but I haven't yet learned how to go over all the settings. I mostly use them just for video recording, and I've learned how to do the settings for that, but I haven't learned the photography part of it. So, you know, I have just to share a little bit, I have a Canon 70D and an 80D, and I have a Canon, I forgot what the name of it. I think it was an M, is a smaller portable Canon M, and I have that one. That one's a newer purchase. I don't use it as much as because I'm still trying to figure out how to best use that camera. But like, they have settings in it to probably take really good pictures, and I don't know how to use it yet. But I love your pictures. Look at this. These two lovelies. Oh my gosh. I love this picture. This is really good. And this is, I think, En Visage, right? I think that one's En Visage and Resolute, right? They look super cute. I really do love them. And then here's another picture here with Moment. I think it's Moment, right? Did I get that wrong? Yeah, I think it's Moment. And then she's super cute. I love this jacket too. Really nice. Really nice jacket. Yeah. And then we have this picture here with Kanata. This is my favorite. I love kimonos. They're beautiful. I wish I could wear one. I mean, I could wear one if I really wanted to. I suppose I could, but it would. I don't think I would do the kimono justice. Let's just say that. Like, I would probably look really weird, and it wouldn't be a good compliment to the kimono. But this is so beautiful. Where did you get this kimono? This is a gorgeous kimono, and I love the obi here, and the part of the back of the obi is so nice with these 3 different flaps. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this photo. If you look back on my older Instagram, I did do a photo with Anastasia in her kimono, and I really do like how that turned out, but nothing as good as this. I think the lighting was a little harsh on my photos, where your lighting here is really good. I like it's a sunny day, you could tell, but the lighting is just really good. Maybe that's just Photoshop editing skills, but my photos came out a little harsh on the light because it was a really bright day that day, and maybe I should have played with like the ISO settings or something. But this is really nice. This is beautiful. It's probably my favorite one out of all your pictures. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this one here I thought was really cool. These are the Maruko Hello pants, right? I think, and maybe even the Maruko Hello jacket. So you have some really good quality outfits on your dolls. But this is really cool. I like this fishing picture and this other picture over here. This is really nice. I like your photography, Pernille. This other one with Kanata, very nice picture. I do like this as well. This is really cool. And then this nighttime photography picture, really cool. Even though we can't see the doll, we can see the silhouette because the lighting coming from the tent. Very, very nice. And then lastly, you have this other picture with the kimono, and I can't tell which doll this one is. And then this cute little photo, I guess, which is yourself with your doll with the 2 feet sticking out. Very nice. So very lovely photos. Again, for those of you that are interested, you can find Pernille at ph_smartdoll on Instagram, as well as at p.hansen_photography for more of their wildlife photography, kind of outdoorsy pictures. Again, thank you so much for participating in today's episode of the Community Shoutout, and thank you for the lovely photos. I'm glad that again, that you're back on the horse taking your photography again, because these are some really gorgeous photos. I really am a big fan of them. So anyone else that wants to participate in the community shoutout, it's really simple. Just send an email to my email over here to dlwshizusan@gmail.com. Send as many pictures as you want, and I will try my best to, showcase all of them. Leave a message if you would like. You don't have to, but if you would like to leave a message, you could definitely do so. And if your dolls were customized, let us know what dolls that you started with. Let us know what the base model dolls are so that we can see, kind of like a beginning and the end result of what they turned out to be. Make sure that the photos are not lewd or anything like that. Pretty much all the photos that I have received have all been in good taste. I mean, they can be semi-nude as long as it's tasteful, just not something like crazy lewd. If you do, I'll just ask you to submit a different photo if you could, but most photos have been great so far. Also, just specify in your email, just make sure that there is information that you let me know that what I can share and what I cannot share, because I do not want to accidentally share information out all over the world that you didn't want me to talk about. So just like Pernille did here, they started their email with saying, "You're welcome to share all in this message." So thank you, Pernille, for participating in today's episode of the Community Shoutout. And again, if anybody else wants to participate in the Community Shoutout, just send the email out to my email, which I keep pointing to the wrong place, is at dlwshizusan@gmail.com. And that wraps up everything for today's episode totally. Like, so we went over our announcements and we went over the news, which was very short and sweet this week, but it gave me more time to give more of my opinions of things, I guess, and talk a little bit more in depth about the pictures that we did go over. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. So let's get my little moment back out here, who's been waiting very patiently. Such a cutie. I love her. I can't believe I waited 3 years to open her because she's super gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm so in love with my moment. That new vinyl smell. I love her. So anyways, thank you everybody for watching. And again, if anyone is going to go to Anime NYC this year, I will be there on Saturday, November 18th. I'll be there pretty much almost the whole day, but I will stand somewhere around in the food court area around 2 o'clock to 3 p.m. sometime in the area. I'll make a post on my Instagram when I'm actually physically there. So this way we can all like kind of meet up and just, you know, talk about dolls, take pictures of dolls, and just kind of, I'm hoping that some of you will come out and we can just put all the dolls together and get one big group photo. That would be really, really amazing. So if anyone is going to Anime NYC this year, please hit me up. If you want to send me a direct message on Instagram or Twitter, just send it to me on my Twitter account or Instagram accounts and we can set up a meeting or something. But I will be there. I know a couple other people, friends of mine will be there, so we're all going to meet up. So definitely come out and meet some really cool doll people. So that's really it. I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely assistant over here is my beautiful Moment in Tea. Thank you everybody for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you like this video, as it does help out the channel a lot. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and it will give you notifications of any new videos that I have. And if you want to, share the video. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.